Hello, my name is Tony and today I'm pretty much self-isolating here in lockdown UK. China, eh? Not only have they given us egg fried rice, the Great Wall, glass noodles, electronic cigarettes and Bruce Lee, but also SARS, bird flu, and now COVID-19, coronavirus. Thank you, China! Way to go! You surpassed yourself with this one. By the time it runs its inevitable course, like a blind grim reaper careering insanely on a nuclear-powered rickshaw of death, you'll have killed half the world. Yet no one seems too bothered, no one's angry about it. In fact, no one even mentions your unerring ability to produce and export deadly new viruses we never had before, and that you failed to tell anyone about until it was too gosh darned late. How do you do it, you little rascals? No one asks. Only Trump seems a bit blamey on the subject, but maybe the States owes you some serious moolah, so I guess he's treading softly with it, which would be a first. Watching a news report on TV a few nights ago, some random reporter was interviewing some random people in China where they are emerging from their period of isolation. Most seemed happy and upbeat, beaming with hope from behind their surgical masks in the crisp spring sunshine. The reporter asked a teenage girl out with her mother what she thought of the situation now. She was really pleased about her country's triumph over adversity and finished by saying, "Now let's see how well outside countries deal with it." Yes, let's. Let's see how well we all deal with the fucking contagion you fucking inflicted on us, shall we? That will be interesting, won't it? Thanks, love. Thanks a whole fucking lot. I mean, maybe a simple sorry from the Chinese government might be in order, followed by a as soon as we find a vaccine we'll be straight on the blower. But no, I expect way too much. My bad. It's easy to forget that being a totalitarian government means never having to say you're sorry. It's like, so we know we've killed millions of you, and we know that we know we've killed millions of you, but don't expect an apology. Hey, it's just what we do. One more thought on this. Just because you can eat something doesn't necessarily mean that you should. I mean, you can eat a 5-gallon bucket of Ebola-infected pig shit, but should you? Really? Give it some thought. Thought about it? Even though it would make for an extremely interesting episode of Man vs. Food and probably spawn follow-up episodes, Man vs. Toilet and Man vs. Crematorium, I think most would err on the side of caution and swear off the voluntary consumption of a 5-gallon pail of Ebola-infected pig shit. Likewise, a dish of guano-filled bat languishing in a puddle of its own highly concentrated, ammonia-flavoured piss. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, and we'll discuss your dietary preferences, along with your life expectancy. Current thinking is it will be around 6 months before we in the UK start getting back to normal, whatever that means. This will no doubt generate a range of problems and issues. For instance, it's difficult to limit the movement of alcoholics and junkies at the best of times. So what are they doing at this moment in time, and how long before Domino's Pizza spot a gap in the market and start up a smack and booze home delivery service? Those who make a living by sitting in shop doorways with blank depressed looks on their faces, silently begging on the street, are also due for an economic downturn. If there's no one out there to throw foreign coins, rusted washers and buttons into their beanie hats, how will they survive? Doubt many of them qualify as small businesses, so government bailout loans are unlikely. Enforced and protracted close proximity living with a spouse or children may prove problematic. A potential increase in domestic violence and home-based homicide is possible. Let me just say that body disposal when movement is restricted can be tricky. Also, some unnaturally enthusiastic garden work or raising of patio slabs will draw unwanted attention. So my advice is try not to act in haste and think it through. If I'm giving the impression that I've thought it through already, it's only because I have. Close proximity living may also lead to intense boredom and minds that wander into thoughts of a carnal nature. After all, there's only so many box sets you can watch before sexual drift sets in. Try and avoid unwanted pregnancies occurring. I know there's more space now that so many are dying, but an accidental baby boom is no fun for anyone. Unwanted pregnancies are often sad and traumatic for all. I was an unwanted pregnancy, something my parents didn't fully realise until some years after I was born. All I can say is, if you must thrust and grind, practice safe sex. Wear a gimp mask. Now, there's a conspiracy theory doing the rounds that China deliberately created the coronavirus and unleashed it on the globe to sell and export record amounts of surgical masks, gowns, ventilators, new and refurbished, and other medical surgical paraphernalia to the rest of the world, and also resorting to corruption and bribery to cover this up. I'd just like to say that seems a pretty extreme way to turn a buck and is in all likelihood an offensive and hurtful untruth. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the You-Know-Die Surgical Appliance Corporation based in the Sukmuktik province of the People's Republic for the free second-hand ventilator, only 6 careful previous owners, and a box of Breathe Easy surgical face masks they sent me yesterday whilst I was preparing this video on my incredibly secure Huawei PC. There's no way they could have known, is there? That's all for now. Thank you for your time and attention, whoever you are, wherever you may be. If this video has provided some meagre entertainment, please consider hitting like and possibly subscribing. Keep well and keep safe. Keep away from people. They're dangerous. Here's a song called Booze from the Gallery. Hey mother, can you hear me? I'm a baby in need of a driver. A coal tar signal from the helix sent by a stone cold survivor. I know what I'm doing, I know who I am. I hear those boos from the gallery, and I don't know, I don't give a damn. Downriver with the transport, we got a problem requiring attention. A brand new bug in the gene pool, resistant to all intervention. I know what I'm doing, I know who I am. I hear those boos from the gallery, and I don't know, I don't give a damn. Can I please all the people, all the time? The need to fulfill all the many. Can't please all the people all the time. Don't care if I don't please any. Fuck 'em. In country like a native, I've had no trouble invading. I'm fitting in well with the locals, and every shithole I've stayed in. I know what I'm doing, I know who I am. I hear those boos from the gallery, and I don't know, I don't give a damn. Can't please all the people don't give a damn. I know for certain who and what I am, what I am.